Oh, hello, and welcome to another Today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. I'm just, casually here reading this book. February 1st. Rabbit, rabbit. The world falls apart each and every day, closer and closer to oblivion. And yet, why not focus on some positive things that we do have control over? Like, what we find to be a source of inspiration, whether it's movies, music, books, all those things, ghosts. I say that because in 1841, William Henry Davenport was born, who was one of the two Davenport brothers that created their talking box situation that I don't think anybody has fully figured out. Spirit box, that's the term. I don't think anybody's fully figured it out how they did it. But whatever it was that was going on behind those closed doors certainly captured 1800s interest and imagination, and further cemented to those people the proof and belief of an afterlife of some kind or another. We don't just rot in a box and call it a day. Who else was rotting in a box? Well, not Helen Chandler, who was born today in 1906, who starred opposite one Bela Lugosi in the quintessential 1931 Universal horror picture Dracula. George Pal, my pal and yours, born today 1908, who got a start with the George Pal Puppetoons, which are super fun, and then goes on to be like a director of feature films like War of the Worlds and The Time Machine. I love these movies. I love this director. I love his vision, the time he's producing in, when everything is practical effects. Will stand the test of time, assuming that time will continue. That's a big assumption. Bill Lustig, born today, 1955, who is a horror film director. Is Maniac his biggest movie? I have to say, it kind of gives me an uncomfortable feeling, and maybe that's the point. I've tried to watch it on multiple occasions, and it just doesn't really work for me. But that's okay, because the Last Picture Show, I think, is fabulous. This is what I wanted out of Maniac. Severin recently reissued it or put it out again, whatever, I don't know. And I love their presentation of it. Even oddly listing it as Maniac 2, which I don't know that it was ever actually put out that way. But whatever it takes to get people to watch The Last Picture Show, great. As well as the Maniac Cop series, fabulous. If there's another series that maybe should live on down to the ages, other than the George Powell type stuff, maybe it's Maniac Cop. I don't know. Just saying. You could judge a society by the art they produce, right? Maybe. I don't know who said that. Was it Mark Twain? I don't know. Never the twain shall meet to ask him. I'm going to use that again sometime. Just you wait. Cheryl and Finn, born today in 1960. Nope, I missed Castle Frankenstein. Castle Frankenstein, the magazine, hit the news shelves today in 1962. Cheryl and Finn, born today in 1965. Twin Peaks and plenty more, obviously. Suspiria, first premiered today in 1977, the Dario Argento film. I was very lucky a couple of years ago to be able to see him do a whole series of his a career retrospective at Lincoln Center. They all were sold out. They all were can't miss events, and happy to say I was there for it. Yeah. What was I not there for? Why, in 1989 today, Dave Vadian and the Phantom Chords played their first gig. Yeah. highly suggest this book, all about Dave Vaney and the Phantom Chords, written by Barry Hutchinson, called After the Lights Go Out, a biography of the Phantom Chords. It kind of reads like a comedy of errors, where like just nothing goes right over and over and over again, and yet they keep trying and they keep getting themselves back up again, almost like that Gene Vincent, the rock and roll singer documentary, where like he's in England near the end of his life, and like just every shows keep getting canceled, they get stuck in traffic, and one problem after another. The amount of times they were like actively trying to get the Phantom Chords off the ground and just like almost got there, didn't get there. This book documents it all, highly suggest it. For instance, here is their first album that was never even really released. It was a promo cassette that they toured America with in like 93 or 5, something like that. Yeah, and what's particularly valuable to live in the modern era that we live in, we're actually living in like a golden age of Phantom Chords releases. Like in the last couple of years alone, like all 3 of these have come out. This is the like second album, maybe considered the first album, because the other one like never was really truly released. Anyway, whatever numbering system you want to go by, available on record. It was only on CDs like since the 90s. The Lost album, which is that cassette, finally came out on vinyl in recent years. Fabulous. And then you've got this live Lost Chords live recording here. Half Dave Vaney with Phantom Chords and half Mark Almond with Mark and the Mambos. Who would have thought in this late stage of our civilization, we would have multiple new releases of Phantom Chords content to choose from. On February 1st, the day they first hit the stage in 1989. So that is it, man. That's the whole day. From us to you till tomorrow. Goodbye.